Stand on this ridge 8,000 feet above the roaring Urubamba River, and you are standing inside a secret the Incas kept for centuries. This is Machu Picchu, a citadel carved into the clouds, built by an empire that vanished before the outside world ever learned its true name. No Spanish soldier ever marched across these stone streets, and no conquistador ever melted down this gold, because they simply never found it. Somewhere between 1540 and today, this entire citadel disappeared from memory, swallowed whole by jungle, silence, and centuries of rain. To understand how an entire city vanishes, you first have to understand why the Inca chose to build it here, on the spine of the Andes itself. In the early 1400s, the Inca Empire was expanding faster than almost any civilization South America had ever produced or imagined. Emperor Pachacuti looked out across this remote mountain saddle and saw something no ordinary builder of his era could have possibly imagined. He ordered a royal estate raised on this ridge, a retreat for nobility, a temple to the sun, and a fortress hidden from every rival and enemy. Thousands of workers hauled stone up impossible slopes for years, shaping granite blocks so precisely that no mortar was ever truly needed. Each stone was cut to interlock perfectly with its neighbor, fitted so tightly that not even a blade of grass could slip between the joints. This ancient technique let the walls flex and settle during earthquakes instead of collapsing, a secret that let Machu Picchu outlive empires. Terraces spilled down the mountainside like green staircases, engineered to grow crops at an altitude that should have made farming impossible. Each terrace was layered with gravel, sand, and rich soil, a hidden drainage system that still quietly prevents landslides to this very day. Water was channeled from a sacred mountain spring through carved stone canals, feeding 16 fountains that never once ran completely dry. Priests studied the heavens from the Intihuatana stone, a carved granite pillar believed to anchor the sun itself to this sacred mountain. Twice each year on the solstice, sunlight struck that ancient stone with such precision, it seemed as if the heavens obeyed Inca command directly. Nobles lived inside trapezoidal stone houses with steep thatched roofs, built low and strong to withstand the brutal Andean mountain winds. Servants and farmers worked the terraces from dawn until dusk, growing maize and potatoes to feed a population that never exceeded a few hundred. Llamas wandered freely through the stone plazas, their wool destined for royal cloaks, woven finer than almost anything Europe could produce. The mountain air here smelled of wet stone, wood smoke, and wild orchids, while condors circled above like silent guardians of a hidden world. But less than 100 years after construction began, everything the Inca had built here started to unravel with absolutely terrifying speed. In 1532, Spanish conquistadors landed on the Peruvian coast, carrying steel weapons, war horses, and an invisible foreign disease. Smallpox raced ahead of the Spanish army through the mountains, killing the emperor and plunging the entire empire into a brutal civil war. Francisco Pizarro captured the new Inca ruler Atahualpa, demanding an entire room filled with gold as ransom that never actually bought his life. Within only 5 years, the Inca capital of Cusco had fallen, and the vast empire that built Machu Picchu was collapsing swiftly into ruin. Yet the Spanish never once marched up this particular mountain, and never even recorded its name in any single surviving colonial document at all. Some historians believe the Inca themselves deliberately abandoned this place, stripping it completely bare before the enemy could ever arrive. And those believe smallpox reached the citadel first, emptying its halls of priests and nobles before a single soldier ever set foot here at all. Whatever truly happened, the jungle did what conquest could not, wrapping Machu Picchu in thick vines until it vanished from the known world. For nearly 400 years, Only a small handful of local farming families quietly knew these ruins existed beneath the dense green canopy. Then in 1911, an American historian named Hiram Bingham climbed this exact ridge while searching for an entirely different lost city. He was hunting for Vilcabamba, the final refuge of the Inca resistance, and instead stumbled onto something far greater than he ever imagined. A local farming boy led Bingham through the thick undergrowth, and suddenly ancient stone walls emerged from the jungle like ghosts awakening. Bingham later wrote that he could hardly believe his eyes, standing before walls of a quality finer than anything he had ever seen before. Word of this remarkable discovery spread rapidly across the world, and Machu Picchu became a symbol of a civilization nobody had truly forgotten. Archaeologists spent decades slowly clearing vegetation, revealing over 150 buildings hidden beneath centuries of relentless growth. They uncovered ancient temples, royal residences, astronomical observatories, and terraces that still somehow held their original ancient shape. Human remains discovered here suggested the estate was staffed largely by women, many of them likely chosen for important religious service. Every new discovery raised fresh questions about who truly lived here and why such a masterpiece was built in such total, deliberate secrecy. Today, over 1 million visitors climb this same mountain every single year, walking across the very same stones the Inca nobility once walked. Yet even now, no historian has fully explained why Pachacuti chose this exact location, hidden between two jagged, cloud-covered mountain peaks. Some believe the surrounding mountains were sacred in themselves, worshipped as living gods that silently watched over the entire vast empire. Others believe the location was purely strategic, invisible from the valley floor below, and nearly impossible for any army to ever besiege. Perhaps it was both at once, a fortress and a temple together, a monument to power and faith carved deep into the bones of the earth itself. Standing here at sunrise, mist rolling silently through the ancient ruins, it becomes impossible not to feel the weight of that old ambition. The Inca built a vast empire that stretched thousands of miles without wheels, without iron tools, and without any known written language. And somehow, on this single remote mountain, they built something so perfect that time itself seemed to struggle just to erase it completely. Empires rise and empires inevitably fall, and conquerors write history in the language of the victorious, while the vanished stay forever silent. But Machu Picchu simply refused to vanish, hidden not by magic, but by rugged geography, quiet patience, and 4 centuries of total silence. If you enjoyed stepping into this lost world with us, hit subscribe so you never miss the next hidden history we uncover together next time. And tell us down in the comments which forgotten city or ancient civilization we should reconstruct next, right here on this very channel now. Because history never truly disappears completely, it simply waits patiently in the mountains for someone curious enough to finally climb.